What's up, everyone? So finally we have this deck. I teased it in the Cyber Dragon group and in the Team Set Pass group, but finally here it is, an updated Cyber Rank 4 deck. It's not really a standard Cyber Dragon build by any means, but we put out double Infinity decently often, and we can end on things like Infinity with the Wind Barrier lock with virtually any hand. I say virtually because there are always going to be hands and periods where you just get unlucky. If you can summon 3 level 4s, which we can do that very easily, and we'll explain card choices as we go through the deck profile. 3 level 4s makes Infinity and the Barrier statue with your Simor Link. If you open really good, it's not uncommon though to open double Infinity, the Wind Barrier lock, and an Abyss Dweller, so that's actually a pretty solid board, and we will go through that as well. We see a couple different win cons just by looking at it, whether that's Verte for Rampage or Utopia double, because, well, we're playing a rank 4 deck, so why not play one of the best rank 4 OTKs in the game. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So one Cyber Dragon, mostly for the Galaxy Soldier play into our Nova, into our Infinity for Infinity number 1. A lot of the times, actually, this deck plays super awkward in that a lot of time with Emergency I'll search out Fear instead, and sometimes I even normal summon Fear just because we have things like our Tenyis that special summon, Crusadia that special summons, Parallel Exceed that special summons, so we have a lot of special summoning level 4s. And it's really easy to see 3, like the ability to summon 3 level 4s in one turn. One Cyber Dragon though, still standard. You have to play at least the one. We see only 2 core, and why do we see only 2 core? So like I said, a lot of the times you actually normal summon a level 4, because if you go with your core, you're gonna be able to do like a typical Cyber Dragon play, which that's not necessarily the goal here. The goal here is Infinity with the Barrier statue at a very minimum, and more often than not ending with more than that. So sometimes normaling core just is not the answer, and you need to normal your level 4 even if you open core anyway. So 2 core, just space reasons, and it was an easy card to cut down one since it's not the dedicated normal summon. It's not the starter that you always want to play through. Like I said, this deck definitely plays really kind of weird. 3 hurts because him and Galaxy Soldier easy Nova. 1 Naxter, still like I've said in other builds that I only play 1. I really like it at 2, but any build it's too good not to play it at all, so you should always play at least 1, but I do recommend 2 if you have the space. Triple Fear because we're playing a rank 4 build here. We will have a handful of replays for you guys to watch and listen to our sweet, sweet music in the background. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. We have a lot of really fun stuff we're working on. I am playing in the 3rd tournament in the Cyber Dragon group right now, and I am using a Trickstar Eldritch deck that is actually kind of really good, and I saw a good amount of success testing it, and I wanted to try it in an actual tournament versus some good players, so that's what I am running, and I will have that list up for you guys after the tournament. I'm just about done with getting replays for the ABC deck profile. Post Eternity Code, 1 Dragon Buster is enough, so make sure you guys are subscribed if you would like to see ABC and how to play it with just 1. Other things we're working on, Cyber Dragon Eldritch is actually a thing. I made a post in the group asking about it, and not many people had faith, but it actually is pretty good, and there's a lot of hidden synergy there, which we'll talk about in that deck profile once we finish fine-tuning it. Some other things that we're working on, we'll just check here quick. Invoked Eldritch because, well, just covering other things. Danger Shaddolls, we'll have that deck list coming up. Cyber Dragon Dragoon, obviously that's just Verde for the Dragoon play. That'll be at some point in time. Updated Buster Blader build. Used it in tournament number 2 and found some key weaknesses and shored up some things to make it a bit better. But back to the video we're all here to see now. 3 Galaxy Soldiers, I'm still a big fan. 2 Blackwing Zephyros, because if you open one of these cards, if you open 2 you can still combo, But if you open one, or especially if you open two, you want to be able to have that second one to search off of your force strix. So you play the two. I like two Zephyros just because it has the grave effect. But so double Zephyros, one Bora. Keep in mind Bora is not a once per turn to be able to special summon it. So like if you have a Zephyros, you special summon your Bora and you have like another Zephyros, you can bounce it and then summon your Zephyros and then resummon it again. It's kind of stupid some of the things you can do with it. And then the one Raid Raptor Singing Lanius, because you just special summon it when you have an XYZ monster. The one Barrier Statue. Then we see Triple Parallel Exceed as our first level 4 that special summons himself. So, I mean, technically he's a level 8, but I say he's a level 4 because if you link summon, which we do, you can special summon it to a zone your link monster points to, its level becomes level 4. Also, when it's summoned, you can special summon another one from your deck whose level becomes level 4. So, even if you have like the core play, so if you open like core fear that, you normal core, chain your fear, and search out, I don't know, overflow to pop 2, and then you can go into All Mirage, activate this, and summon to the arrow, summon another one. You have your 3 level 4s now, so you'll have the Barrier Statue and Infinity, and you'd have your overflow to pop 2. Otherwise, you can obviously search whatever extender you would need off your core to make your full-on play and get double infinities. But this card just really helps get out that Abyss Dweller on top of the rest of the combo. So 3 of that card is just insane, and I'm actually working on a pure build where I'm teching in 2 or 3 copies, I'm unsure. Just because as you're doing your normal cyber plays with your 2 or 3 cards, if this is one of your other 2 or 3 cards, it's a free Abyss Dweller, and Abyss Dweller is kinda good right now. Triple Crusadia Maximus, because if you have a link monster with a zone that's open, just special summon it to its arrow. So if you can put out 2 level 4s and start doing your combo, once you have Y-Strix out, you can just special summon Maximus to Y-Strix's arrow for the 3rd, and then continue to do the full combo. We're playing 5 Tenyis, they're level 4s. Red, green, blue, it don't matter which Tenyis you play. You could even do 2-1-2, however you want to do it, because you just start your turn, you control no effect monsters, obviously, you control nothing. So you activate the effect, special summon it, there's one of your level 4s. So then you can normal summon one of your level 4s and then go into a link play, and then you have your Maximus or your Exceed for your link plays. And that's it for our special summoning level 4s. Plenty of them. You're way more often than not going to open at least one of them and, well, do your combo. 3 Cyber Emergency, 1 Repair Plant, 1 Rev System, 1 Overload Fusion, and then we see 1 Monster Reborn just to bring back another level 4 to keep extending. We see our rank up Soul Shave Force, which is how we get our Infinity with our Raid Raptor engine. 1 Double or Nothing for the Utopia double play, and 2 Cybernetic Overflow because the card is just broken. Extra deck was actually super tight and really hard to decide what to cut or not. 1 Mega Fleet, 1 Rampage, and then we see we're playing the 1 Nova, 2 Infinity because we can make 2 pretty often. Utopia and Utopia double. You need 2 Force Strix for the combo. Abyss Dweller for those times that you open really good. All Mirage, Seeger. I almost cut Seeger and left Fortress in, but I decided to keep Seeger because it just offered more in the long run. 1 Verde Anaconda, 1 Y-Strix, and then 1 Simor. Side deck, kind of, I wasn't really siding when I was actually testing in real duels. Hard to get replays because people just quit once you're got Infinity and you're doing the whole Raid Raptor thing, and it was getting so annoying. And I didn't want a ton of replays for you guys that were just half combo, so I used the test hand link over here to get some for you just to teach you how to play the deck. Obviously, hand traps will slow it down, as with basically every deck. Side deck's always in flux and depends on where I'm playing, but I do really want to point out this card because this card is so broken right now. It is amazing. You hit Eldritch, you hit Shadal's, you hit Salamangrate, Adamantipator because Block Dragon can get turned off from in the graveyard. Like, this card just does so much right now, and I think it's super slept on. Other than that, that's the build, and let's get on into some of these replays, and hopefully you guys enjoy.